everybody. Hello. Happy Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. Jeez, what's going on here? I'm just trying to make sure that I can hear myself. Seems like it. Even though the site's broken. Tails, you with me?
I am. Hello.
All right, cool. Lorcas is here as well. We got the Trinity intact. I don't know what's happening to Splinterlands right now. How you been, Lorcas?
I'm doing okay.
Cool. All right, guys. We have a tournament. That's what I was trying to get to. Which starts in less than 15 minutes, which means you can check in, or you can also sign up and check in if you have not done so yet. Got some cool prizes, courtesy of Lorcas. So check it out. Give it a shot. This is a ghost card tournament, so you will be able to use every single card available. I don't know what sets we're doing today. Ooh, it looks like it's just a modern one, so that should be fun.
Yeah, back to modern.
Back to modern. So let's do that. Let me make sure all my other settings are coming through, although I'm sure you guys will let me know if it's not working for any reason. Yeah, why is it? Okay, there we go. All right, everything on YouTube says it looks good, so we're gonna roll with it. Well, how are you gentlemen doing today? Did you get a chance to watch or listen to the town hall at all? I'm curious to get first reactions.
No, I don't listen to those.
All right, Lorcas is not or has not listened. What about you, Tails?
I did. I was listening to it for a second time. Just before this, I hadn't finished it yet because there's just so much information to digest this time. So that was good. A good change of pace from January. So that's good to see.
It's funny. I was actually on my second round of listening too, just because the first time it was just kind of like background noise for me because I was trying to listen to it live. But I agree. There was a lot in there, and I'm actually curious to know what you thought of Andrew and No Corrupt Media. I think is the name of his company. So he's the Illuvium team that's coming in, right?
Yes, and I've consumed some of Andrew's marketing previously with Illuvium content in the past, and I was always impressed with what they did over at Illuvium with the land sale, with Beyond, and he had mentioned that they had, generally speaking, a positive market to work within for the most part, and they were able to sell a lot and build a lot of hype for Illuvium. And you can tell by what he covered on the town hall today, he's got a lot of experience. He's been in the business. He knows the roadmap for success, what works, what doesn't, based on his experiences here. And he had lots of substance and lots of content. I mean, he could have gone probably for another hour or two talking about, plans and what worked, what doesn't, and what he can do for Splinterlands. So from that perspective, I'm very happy that they engaged them. I think given Splinterland's budget and where the company is at, that's probably the best partnership they could have made in currently in the given circumstances. Again, I mean, I didn't hear a lot from Blaze necessarily. We heard a lot from Andrew, but what Andrew said was, I think right on target of what we need to hear and what the game needs. So I thought it was a net positive for sure.
Yeah, no, I was actually very impressed with Andrew. It's funny because in listening to it on the second go around, I was surprised that this is a Splinterlands town hall that I actually wanted to hear more from him than I wanted from Matt. Like that's very rare when something like that happens. But I really like the way he kind of approached it, the way he carried himself. Again, he's a marketing guy, right? But I love the fact that he's very self-aware about that. And he's like, ask the hard questions. I'll give you honest answers. And two of the things that really stuck out to me, the first of which was the player count, right? He says that any game right now that has like over 100,000 players is like the top 3%. So we're not aiming for that. To try to reach that, or even tens of thousands of players, is kind of like a wild pipe dream. And I appreciate the fact that he was honest about that. Because we all know, right, if you do get a significant increase in the player base of just a couple thousand people that are at the level of, minnow to dolphin or whatever you want to call it, that will make a change in the ecosystem. And I like that they're targeting that and being realistic. And then the other part, he just wasn't shying away from a lot of the other questions that were coming in terms of like timing and what they had planned. The only thing that was, he was talking about these tournaments, and I didn't fully understand how he was planning to do these tournaments.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I like what they're trying to do there. Is so they're and for better or for worse. I mean, we're content creators in Smudge Land space, so we're not going to be the target of these kind of promotions and things. But what they typically would do is they would go out to content creators outside of, the traditional, obviously Smudge Land space, but even outside of Web3, and just bring in some Web2, some Web3, a mix of different audiences from a gaming perspective. And similar to what like Off the Grid did with their like kind of like invitational tournament that they kicked off with, where they bring in a bunch of big Twitch streamers and content creators, have them bring in their teams of just whoever they want to bring in to play the game, give out rewards. And through that outreach, you get new eyes and ears on the project to come in, and as they're streaming, take a look at the project, get involved. And if they can combine that push of new eyes and ears with this tournament series, which is ongoing, with kind of this Grand Slam marketing package where as a new player you come in, you get, whatever, so many Chaos Legion packs, whatever, at a real good price, and you can build the deck or whatever they come up with is good value for people coming into the game where they're not feeling like they haven't been here for 6 years, so they're so far behind they can never catch up. You want to bring in those people and feel like, hey, I'm getting a huge boost here. I can be a productive part of the ecosystem. I can earn rewards, and I'm not just, just going to get pummeled here. So I think if they can do that, which they had plans for, it bodes well for the marketing push. We have limited dollars, so using SPS tokens to pay for the marketing efforts themselves, plus these tournaments, makes a lot of sense, because that basically amplifies your reach and your impact per spend. So I think it makes a lot of sense.
Gotcha. All right, hold on. Let me just fix my audio here. My mic is maxed out, so you know what? Let me just get closer to my mic then.
That's better.
No, I agree with everything that you were saying. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Just to quickly comment on Blaze, because I think you had brought up Blaze and how he fits into this. Matt referred to Blaze as the marketing lead, so my guess is that he's more of the liaison. Like, they're bringing this team on to really ramp up the marketing and to handle everything, and I think Blaze is just the guy who actually knows what goes on in the game and what's going on within the team, and can be that kind of connector for them, right? If they need something from our creative team, then they go to that. If they need to get something with the dev team or investigator, then he's like the guy that kind of manages everything that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a traffic cop or a project manager role.
Yeah, it's a project manager. Why the hell did you hire someone that's supposed to be marketing?
Well, because and Matt kind of addressed that, because they don't have anybody in the team that can actually do that for them right now. I think everybody is
hire anyone that can actually do this job. There's nothing that suggests a marketing person is capable of doing this job. The job is not a marketing job. It's just not. So he has no marketing role. Yeah, someone to manage a team and communicate. That's what they do.
Whatever
job function.
Whatever you want to call it. That's what I understand as his role. And again, I mean, I don't know. I'm just literally taking or speculating on whatever was said during the town hall. But maybe we'll get more of a maybe we'll get more clarity on how that works out. But like I said, ultimately I was impressed with where Andrew was coming from. Again, with all this like marketing stuff, it is all like, it all sounds great. But like I said, I like the fact that he's not offering pie in the sky kind of thing. Like, he came in and he's like, literally, yeah, we're probably going to try and get a couple thousand people, without actually saying that. He's like, we're probably going to try and get a couple thousand people. But the good thing is that we know that a couple thousand people that legitimately like the game can move the market significantly, which is good.
I mean, you have to have realistic expectations. And I liked what I heard, because I think one of the questions from the community was, hey, when are we going to do our first big flashy, video trailer or something like that. And that's obviously just a rat hole of spending money and not getting any results. People watch it one time and then it's never watched again. It doesn't bring real value from a marketing perspective to a game like Splinterlands. And I really liked Andrew's answer to say, hey, that's not really in budget, and it's not really what's needed at this point.
What's needed for us, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's what you want to hear. You want to hear, experience and sanity when it comes to your marketing plan, and that's what we, I think, heard today. And again, I think regardless of who's being traffic cop and who's directing stuff, as long as there's substance and the skills to implement the plan, which there seems to be with this agency, I think Splinterlands will benefit from it. And that at the end of the day, that's what we all want. Everything else really doesn't matter. You need to have competent people in the roles to deliver. And I think at this point, we have all indications that that's going to happen, at least on this front. So
yeah, I think that the biggest positive for this is the fact that they're going to have a pretty legitimate marketing team keeping them honest now, right? Because I'm sure they can't provide a roadmap to us, but they have to provide some kind of roadmap to that marketing team so the marketing team can be effective. And if they're not hitting the deliveries that they're saying that they're hitting, that's just not going to work out well. So hopefully who
is going to do that? Who's going to help them hit that schedule? We don't have anyone at the company that seems capable of that.
Well, survival mode was announced for next week, so that's one of the big three.
Yeah, it's only a quarter or two late. Cool.
I'd say 2 months late, but yeah, it's still frustrating. Land 1.75.
It's not a win. My point is that is not a win. That is another loss. It's one more loss. We don't have a win of them hitting schedule. Saying, I'm so glad they're hitting schedule when they're 2 months late is very disingenuous. That's really what we're talking about here. You have to have a schedule and hit it. It's never happened. And instead of hiring someone that would help do that, they've got a marketing guy that somebody apparently wants me to apologize to. Okay.
I wasn't supposed to read that aloud. I saw that.
I'm not apologizing to Blaze. I pointed out last week that the proof of this working is if we have more players. And now I'm really confused what Blaze is even for, because that doesn't appear to be his job function. That appears to be the job function of this Illuvian team. I don't know what Blaze does. I can tell what Blaze is supposed to do. I'm not sure what sort of competency he has in that skill.
Well, whatever you want to call it, it seems like he's the liaison between that team and the Splinterlands team. All right, but I agree with you, Lucas. Look, dude, I understand the frustration because I'm in here every week just like you. None of this stuff is here's the problem. If we look at it through that lens, then the team can never win, right? Because everything's just so fucking late at this point.
No, they can win. They can win. I've been saying this for fucking years. They have to give us a date for a thing and deliver that thing on that date. I don't give a flying fuck what that thing is or what the date is, but you have to do it. They can say, we're going to change the banner on our website by the end of 2029. And if they hit that, that would be a building block for us to say they can make a date and hit it. But the only dates they have ever hit, is new card launches. There is not another thing I can point to that even was in the same quarter that they said. It's always off. So it's not that they can't win, they haven't won. It's not that they can't, they just haven't.
Okay, so speaking of new card launches then, I mean that is one of the big three for me, right? We have survival mode, land 1.75, and then Conclave Arcana, which I think are really going to be the only things that actually move the market in any significant way. So survival mode, yes, late, but they say it's coming out next week. Land 1.75, late as well. I was really hoping they'd have something last year, but this one I think is a quarter late, right? But they're saying that's still set for March. So fingers crossed. I don't know what else you can say to that. Now, well, let's get to your favorite one, because you know that they're going to hit this because this is where they make their cash. The pre-sale for Conclave Arcana, it sounds like they're setting that for early April, with the launch of Conclave Arcana by the end of April or early May. So I would say that if they're doing that and you have the confidence that they're going to hit that date, they do have to have everything out before then, right? Survival mode and land 1.75. So that gives them a month and a week.
That is not true. I do not buy that logic even a little
You're
bit.
Right.
There's been no releases ever that were predicated on it being ready.
You're right that they don't
not good
need
logic
to have it. But
They
man,
won't.
I think
They won't.
if
I can pretty much guarantee you that there's no chance that they will have everything ready that they said by card launch, because they never have, and they continue with the card launch anyway.
oh, are you talking about just Conclave Arcana in general, or are you talking about like the other items?
Everything that they said that they're going to do before Conclave Arcana, like I have zero confidence that they will complete all that stuff
Oh
before Conclave
yeah, I
Arcana.
mean, okay, well
There's been
they've
so many things that they said they're doing before card launches. Every card launch
I've
never
already
happened.
I've already dropped that. I mean, like they already pushed Glamour, so that's not gonna happen. They already pushed Glamour. I don't know what's going. Oh, nobody asked about the mobile app today, so I don't know what's going on there.
I
New
think
player
they did.
experience.
They did mention
They did? Okay.
briefly something about. It's only like a 1 or 2 sentence thing that Matt mentioned that they're going to try and get some testing done here.
Okay.
But I mean, I think what we're being told with survival mode probably coming maybe next week, and land still, they're still saying possibly by the end of March. I mean, all of those things would be before Conclave Arcana hits.
Mhm.
And nodes are technically, I guess, live, but yeah. So I mean, from that perspective, the major things other than mobile appear to be on track before Conclave Arcana hits. So
Yeah.
that seems good. You know, we'll have to cross our fingers and see, but all indications are that that's the case at the moment. So that's good news, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm living in the reality that we are actually in, which is just, I get it, like all this stuff we wanted a lot sooner, but I mean, a release date is better late than never, right? Or better, how can we phrase this so that it's relevant? A release date is better late than soon.
I think I just don't have.
I know, man. I feel like you're
whatever
on the edge.
you guys have. Like I've had enough. Like I've just had enough of them lying to us and screwing us over for years. That's been my experience at this point. When I look back on it,
Mhm.
I believed a lot of lies from this team. They haven't made me believe them more. They haven't made any strides that I can see toward fixing the problems that I've been complaining about. I'm hugely disappointed. Like I don't give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. I've done it for years, benefit of the doubt, like way more than the benefit of the doubt. I've given them a lot. And now I just want them to show up and do a thing. Until they do, I've got no positive words for them. I just don't have it. Like, it's cool that there's this Andrew guy that sounds competent. Until something happens, I'm not going to get excited about it. I can't get excited about it.
So because I understand that. Now I want to make this actionable. What is something that needs to happen? When you say until something happens, like what is it that's going to get someone like you, who was a hardcore supporter, maybe still is a hardcore supporter, you're just super frustrated, but like, what is it going to be that, I'm not even saying that for you to just become bullish, but for you to be like, okay, the train is finally back on the tracks.
They need a CEO. They need a CEO that can do CEO stuff. Like, that would be step one. That's probably not enough to get me to like think this is going in the right direction, but that's step zero. Like, we've never had a CEO capable of what we need. So that's step zero. And then from there, there's like major things that we need to actually see happen. Like, we've been talking about for months ad nauseum about pack prices. We need this CEO then to understand the market, understand what the hell is going on, and make a reasonable decision. Not kick it to like 6 people that own enough SPS to like force his hand or back up what he's thinking, but an actual CEO that will make decisions that's good for this game. We need that. And until we have it, it's really hard for me to be like, yeah, anything good's happening, because it's not.
Well, we're in a chicken and the egg problem. Sorry, Tails, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think the proof is going to be in the pudding. We're going to find out real soon, because realistically speaking, the team basically has this year to fix things and get things moving in the right direction, or there probably isn't going to be Splinterlands post, 2025. So whether it's good or bad, pretty much all the chips are going to be on the table here soon. And we're going to figure out if we're still going to be having this stream or making content for Splinterlands moving forward, because there really is, a finite window to get changes done, to your point, Larkus, and we're either going to see these changes happen and see stuff delivered, or we're not, and then we're not going to be talking about Splinterlands anymore. So I think we all agree, being here for a long period of time, that we want the team to be successful, and we're going to see it, whether we like it or not. Hopefully we like it, and we'll know soon. But I do agree with Lorcas, though, that I would like to see some commentary or some feedback about the pack pricing with Conclave Arcana coming up, if they're going to look at some of the concerns there from the community, and if so, what they might do about it. I think that's kind of just been swept under the rug and hasn't really been discussed by the team, at least recently. So I would like to see more insight on that. I think it's warranted.
I wouldn't mind that either. It seems like we're just operating with what we've known for quite a while, and I know Matt has been a little bit more open-minded, but like the pack pricing thing is something that constantly comes up, which I find fascinating. Sorry, Arkiza. Guys, the tournament started. I completely forgot about it because we're so deep.
Because I was ranting.
But hold on, give me a second. Let me do this, and then I do want to jump into the chat as well. And I'm assuming I'm going to lose here. All right. Well, I think I'll just surrender. No, I don't want to give it so easily to. Tails, are you playing too or no?
I have a bye, so I think they're just waiting to match me up with Bjangles so they can give me the auto win again.
Yes. All right. I think I won. Wow, I won. Okay, well, now you guys are going to watch me play the last battle. But while I'm waiting for that, let's start to rip through some of this chat just so we can recognize everybody who's here. Merlin's Matrix in the house. Dragon says, howdy, folks. How's that for some news earlier? Sounds like the plan is assembled. Indeed. Burning Elk, yo. Oh, Bolt says don't read this, but I think you already read that, Lorcas. Heard Blaze is buying first round of champagne once California is released. Let's hope so. What's up, Lorcas says auto feed. What's up, guys? Young Eagle, Onk 12. Bolt says best town hall ever. Would you say that's the best town hall ever? There had to have been other town halls, but I think the problem with the previous town halls is that in hindsight, that it was just hype that
that's exactly what this feels like to me. So if this like maxes out your chart for hype, then sure, that's cool. But like, I will think the best town hall is when they tell us the game is back on track. I don't know how they're going to do that.
It's probably been the best town hall that I can remember in recent memory.
In a while, yeah.
And I think it's because they weren't talking about missing dates. They had someone on who was an expert and could talk with substance. And there was hope for the next release window and what comes after that. So I think from all those points that this was much better than any town hall we've had in recent months. Yeah. So.
Well, to your point, they came in with an actual release date. They came in and confirmed that land is still on track for a certain time. And they came in and confirmed the other things were still tracking on time. So
that's in a while. That's probably fair.
That's honestly, well, it's better than either missing dates or coming into a town hall and being like soon. You get what I'm saying? Like
I don't actually, because to me that's exactly what they did. Every date that they told you that they gave you this new date that they're on track for is a missed date, and it is a soon. Like they just told you missed date and soon.
Well,
they just told you with a smile.
But today they did give us whatever that is, survival mode. See, man, they told us about survival mode like 3 months ago. I think that's part of the frustration too. It's like now I'm just like, oh, okay, it's finally here.
I thought the whole argument was that it wasn't a big lift and it was going to change stuff, and apparently,
well,
it's going to change stuff.
So, not to totally take this conversation in a different direction, but I still have concerns on survival mode with Matt's vision there, because he basically admitted that it's going to be botted, in a botted only mode. And he kind of pivoted to say, well, this can be used with AI and agents. And honestly, that's just nonsense. I mean, there's no AI agentry going on with a botted survival mode. It's just the existing XBot type stuff. That's where you set it and forget it and collect rewards. So I think that is disingenuous or misleading at best. And I don't think it's what the game
Maybe
needs.
he's writing a competitor to XBot that's AI based.
I mean, look, you can't just put AI in the title of something and say this is the next AI thing. It's got to really have a use case and mean something. There's no AI happening with survival mode. Let's be honest here. It's just algorithms with data sets, and it gives the best team and it puts it forward and it runs a battle. There's no AI ingenuity or innovation happening here, like you were seeing with other things with AI agents that Socialfy or other areas of like AI Wayfinder and things like that. So this it's just silly. I mean, just because you put splinterlands.ai in your web address doesn't make Splinterlands an AI project, right? So that's just nonsense. I'll just say that off the bat. But the bigger concern,
the internet
for me,
disagrees with you.
Well, I mean, and they can, and they'd be wrong. But I think the bigger problem is, survival mode is, if we just basically go into it saying, hey, survival mode is just going to be about using your Soulbound reward cards and in your bot for farming rewards, it's a big miss. It doesn't add anything to the game per se. And I think it's, again, and Bulldog had a recent tweet on this, which I thought was really good. And, he said it was a hill that he was ready to die on, and saying that bots have really no place in sustainable Web3 ecosystems. And I 100% agree with it. That stance in that position. Yet here we go again with Splinterlands, catering to bots. And I just think it's a bad look and a bad message.
So I think that the disingenuous part is that I'll back up. To me, Matt has been very specific in what he's actually here for. He is intent on raising the value of the assets of this game. And this mode is likely to do that. It's likely to increase the minimum rent price for cards of a certain level and a certain rarity. That to me is what he's doing. And I wish that he would be genuine enough to say that. To me, this is not some way that we're going to fix the economy. He's trying to make green candles in certain places, and this is an attempt at a green candle. I hate that because that's not why I'm here. So I have disliked this mode all along. And to me, what he's doing is trying to increase rent prices and therefore card value. And our card value is already inflated like crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand this mode at all.
I mean, he's trying to save Chaos Legion.
Our card value, Tails made a whole video about this. Our card value is disproportionate to our governance token value.
Okay. I mean,
so basically the cards that you're buying are not worth the rewards that you win is really what that means. So yeah, it's inflated. It's inflated versus its actual value. Its actual value should be based on SPS, and they aren't.
I guess maybe the thing to maybe I can add to that, Lorcas, is the survival mode is a mode that will try and put cards like Chaos Legion to use because land isn't doing a good job of that right now, and it should increase rental values and card values, right? The question is at what cost and in what strategic direction is it doing so? Because you could say the same thing could be done with a card burn or a card sync event or mechanism within the
SPS.
Well, let me hear me out though, because you can accomplish the same objectives that survival mode is going to achieve with a green candle on the card market and the rental market and such, with other ways to do it, with either new different game modes that aren't botted but actually increase player engagement and provide new fun in the game, right? A new ability to sell other things potentially in the game because it takes advantage of that game mode. Card syncs, card burns, right, could be added for game mechanic boosts and game rewards and other things like that. These are all things that could have been invested in strategically instead of a botted game mode that adds 100%. No value to new players, because a new player is not going to play survival mode. They're just trying to get in the game and just compete in silver and gold levels or whatever they call them now. So this is not for new players and new player experience or anything like that. It's just for the people that are here already that have way too much reward cards and other stuff. And yeah, so I guess Strategically, I just think any type of strategic pivot for the game into a more botted ecosystem where we already have wild, now we're gonna have survival mode. So more than half the game engagement is a botted game. That just is not attractive to
It's not
myself
just
personally.
that. Like, to me, the really dangerous part here is more than half the rewards for ranked play are going to botted modes. And
Sure.
so that's the real big difference to me versus the idea of burning cards versus creating this new mode, is that this new mode increases the rate at which we print or distribute SPS. And instead of just doing something that doesn't do that, anything that doesn't do that. So it's to me, like, you were absolutely right. There was way better ways to do it. And part of that is that it's just accelerating how much SPS we pump into the market.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that, but also like the sell pressure on SPS is not as high as we used to see. I mean, obviously it's come down from like the 1.2 cents that we hit, but I'm surprised it's not continuing to fall even when others are. So like there's a certain amount, I don't know, there's a certain amount of sell pressure that I think we saw when things were heavily botted, that we're not seeing now. Now maybe that changes when
I think
we
it's
get to
it's something you're gonna want to measure for your video
Yeah.
content, like the SPS price, before survival mode, and the SPS price trends after survival mode, because you are opening up basically 1/3 additional SPS inflation. And the question is going to be, what happens with that inflated SPS? Does it hit the sell market? Does it continue to put downward pressure on the price?
The thing is, we're not going to be able to get a good look at this because everything is going to happen in succession, assuming the team launches the way that they want, right? You're going to get survival mode end of this month, land potentially end of next month, which could be a DEC catalyst, right? And then Conclave Arcana, which we are expecting to be somewhat of a DEC catalyst. So you're gonna have maybe like 1 month of data that we'll be able to rely on. But I agree, we should be like testing before and after. I'm just saying it's not gonna be clean because all this stuff is coming out at the
Sure.
same time. So for example, when we go back to Rebellion and land 1.75, those happened within a week of each other, right? The launch and it's like I look back and I'm just like, I don't know which one carried more weight. I mean, obviously we can kind of quantify how much DEC was needed for each. So if you want to like break it down that way, but we don't know if like one had more than the other. And I think it's going to be something similar this time too. But good point. Shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, whatever. Let me just jump back into the chat here. So Ankh is in the house. Thanks for coming through. Banana says it's been a week already. Crazy.
Yeah, I didn't make the tournament until this morning because I also didn't realize it had been a week. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. I'm kind of surprised they got Illuvium to help. You'd expect Axie, only because SPL knows them personally. Oh, do we? I didn't know that. So Burning Elk says, yeah, I was impressed by Andrew. Love the talking points about sustainable revenue, long-term partnerships. Dragon says, not gonna lie, I thought it was Wednesday. Jobby's here. Dragon says, we got a lot more news than I thought. Survival mode next week is great, says Burning Elk. Not because I'm gonna play, but rather it's good to see the team hitting deadlines. Tail sounds louder. Oh wow, this is from like half an hour ago. Sorry. All right. Sounds like I have to go listen to the town hall. I think it's worth it. I thought Andrew was interesting to listen to. And then, the rest of the team did their thing. So I'm going to play survival mode, but not until Xbox can do it. Says Bananas. Dragon says, good luck, everyone. Don't forget to refresh the pages. Did they say anything about pack prices? No. Land 1.75 going to be on time. Fingers crossed. Jobby says, Lorcas has a point. The team should learn how to target days for players to set some plans and know what to expect. So to this point, Matt did say that the team should get back to putting out product roadmaps. Now, I don't know if that includes timeframes, but I thought it was interesting that he's kind of flipping around on that. Because like the main thing that he did when he came in was no more release dates. So Supreme says, sorry, but survival mode will come and go and not move the needle at all. They need some content here for the players that have been here for so long. This new set is only going to introduce new cards with a couple of new abilities, and that's it. So Young Eagle says, why are you still here, Lorcas? Genuinely, it feels like you hate the team.
I don't hate the team.
Answer that one?
Generally, I have absolutely zero love for Blaze. He has shown nothing but hostility to me so far, and I have zero interest. If he wants to change my mind, he's welcome to, but I haven't seen anything in that direction. I am extremely disappointed in both the CEOs we had. I don't hate them. I just think they're incompetent at their job. It's very different. I think that the art team is great. I think that there's a lot of people on the team that are good. I think there were a lot of people on the team that got fired because of the bad CEOs. I'm here because this is a game that I have put a ton of crypto and a ton of time into, and I really enjoy. I want it to not die, and that's why I'm upset. But I don't hate the team.
Fair enough. All right. Bolt says, yeah, Matt is finally letting Nate do his thing with campaign mode. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, not that I don't want it to succeed. I don't know what it's going to be. All right, Supreme says, he's speaking how he feels. I have similar feelings. I don't hate the game or anything. I'm still here. I'm still going to be here, but it's the effing truth. I'm not saying that he's wrong or disagreeing, but why stay when it gets you this pissed? Dude,
you haven't seen me pissed yet.
Young Eagles, he's here because the same reason everybody else is here. Our bags are down. We're waiting for the reversal. Let's make Lorcas CEO. What would you do?
I would nominate Tails.
Tails would be a good CEO.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be okay now that the team is on the same page. So on the same page as what? Oh, I skipped this one. Joffrey says barrier to entry is probably the most important thing. Cards and packs are way too expensive. It's interesting that they're gonna have like a premium version of this game, which is what the Splinterlands we all love and know, and then now they're like heavily focused on this free to play, which I wonder if there will be anything in the middle. That's looking at things with rose-colored glasses, Bolts. I hope you're right, but I gotta see it first. I'm hopeful though. Oh, hey Lorcas, I finally picked up Max Lorcas this week. Let's go.
Nice.
You should get royalties off of that. I mean, if they did that, if they gave you like a 0.5% or 1% royalty on your card.
Oh my goodness, it'd be crazy. Like those,
yeah,
the leaderboard would be way more competitive.
Exactly.
They'd have value, yeah, for sure.
I mean, if you get to come in and make a card in the game, why not? Devaluing SPS with survival mode.
It's very likely.
I think.
So the way that I guess there's a chance it doesn't, because as we talked about, it's mostly people with large collections. So maybe the people with large collections are just going to be happy to have more SPS in their bag. There's a chance that it goes that way. It doesn't seem super likely, but I think there's at least going to be some of that.
I agree. Actually, that was the point that I was trying to make earlier before I lost my train of thought. But,
okay.
I think because what it's incentivizing, it is not incentivizing the long tail of like 10,000 accounts or whatever to come in with level 1 cards, right? Because like those cards will not be efficient in the sense of like, sure, they might play against each other, but every time they face off against any like real account that has like leveled up cards or a maxed out deck, like they get trampled on, and then they're on cooldown for 10 to 15 days. So like that will get eaten up, especially if bots can play like 5 games a minute or whatever it is. So yeah, I think I'm not as worried about the sell pressure on SPS anymore. Also, we're like 60% through the emissions at this point, so we're past the halfway point where like inflation isn't as crazy. What's more so going to happen is sell pressure from all the folks who have stuck around and are waiting for this just to show any signs of life, or the people that buy in like at 0.6 and sell at a 10x if we go to 6 cents, for example, right? That's going to be, or 3 cents, like that's going to be where you start to see major resistance. But I don't know, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think you just have to have a reason to have it so that not everyone's trying to sell. Right now, we don't really have a good reason to have it. So it'd be great if we did.
Bolt says, I was just happy to finally see some eye candy artwork. All right, Joffrey says, why spend 10 grand on cards to win Glint on leaderboard? Oh yeah, they're changing the leaderboard to Glint, which is, I mean, something they probably should have done a long time ago. Auto like trigger. Thank you, Red X. Interesting rant from high level player Lorcas. MA coming through on Twitch. Had a work thing and missed the tourney. I'll hang on Twitch tonight. Cool. Thanks for being here. Joffrey says, how about a card sync? We have none. Well, I mean, we have land and we have survival mode now. We'll see. Banana says, this shit is bumming me out. Peace. I'll go bananas. We'll catch you later. Supreme says, this might not be the cheeriest chat, but it needs to be said. We can't live in an echo chamber. We've been doing this for years. It's funny. All of my bearish commenters are loving the stream with you, Lorcus. You're making them feel heard and seen.
Yeah, I guess I'm glad that they're appreciating the commentary. Like, I don't consider myself bearish. Like, I'm not selling stuff. I don't intend to sell stuff, even if the price goes up. That's not what this is about to me. This has never been a game that's about investment. It's been a game that's about a game. It's just a game that I don't want to play and have a scholar play for me now. But the game is still what it was. So I guess I approach it from a little different way. Like, this isn't, I'm not trying to, green candles mean very little to me unless they're bringing in players that actually make this better.
Well, I mean, I'm of the mindset that green candles are what brings players, but that really only happens in like an irrational bull run, and we're not in that right now. So I don't know. All right, constructive criticism is valuable. Plus, I can spam emotes of my cat. Let's freaking go. Thanks, MA. Why is your cat different colors? I've never seen a yellow cat. Bolt says land. What, where, who? Now that's what I'm waiting for. Campaign mode is going to be cool. Young Eagle says, I understand that Lorcus. I know a lot of people are here for that sunken cost fallacy. I'm so curious, if we do get a pump when people jump ship, does that kill the game? Or are people just yapping? What do you mean? If we do get a pump when people jump ship?
I think his argument is that, based on what I'm saying, that he thinks that I'm planning to sell my stuff if there's a pump in price, and if that kills the game because now there's value and people sold their stuff. I have no interest in selling my stuff, and I'm not here because of a sunken cost fallacy. I'm here because I heavily involved myself in this game and I wanted to succeed through communities, through getting enough rebellion packs to have my own card in the game. This game means something to me far beyond what its dollar value is. So I expect the team to do better.
Yeah, it's just sunken costs or the love for the idea of what the game was supposed to be. I think it's the latter. So what I was trying to say earlier about the CEO thing is we're in this chicken and the egg kind of situation where they cannot get a CEO until they start delivering stuff and actually show success and bring some revenue, and that could pay for a CEO. And I think Tails kind of covered this, where it's just like, I mean, their back is against the wall, right? 2025 is going to be the year that they either put up or shut up. And so if they can do that, then I mean, I know a lot of people want to see Matt stay in the CEO role. I want him out, not because like I'm not going to comment on how well he's doing versus how, like, sure, I think it's been a better direction since he took over from Aggie. But I want him out of the CEO role because I want him actually doing what he wants to do, right? Like, I think he'd be the first to say that he doesn't enjoy what he's doing. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you really can't be like peak performance at it, right? You can't be giving your all to it.
No.
So I want,
that's exactly right.
Competence aside, I want somebody who like comes in, believes in what the mission of Splinterlands is, but their skill set is like, I love sitting in paperwork and meetings and shit all day, right? Like this is what I thrive on. Whereas Matt can actually go back to like designing out new game modes and land and all this other cool stuff. So that's my hope for this year. I don't know how close we'll get there. And I wonder if there'd be a contingency of folks that would say, no, Matt should remain in the CEO role. But I would guess that Matt would probably only bring someone into the CEO role if that person was like on the same page as him, just different skill set. Or love doing that. Bolts, was that a dolphin? Cool. Feels like I've missed so many lately. Are you talking about town halls? Yeah, the January one wasn't anything too crazy, so. Young Eel says, no, I'm not saying just you, Lorcus. YouTube kills me. Not enough characters to type. I mean, the people who are waiting around to sell, I wonder if it's enough to tank the game.
It could be. I guess I'm not sure. There's so many people that used to be around that are not around anymore. So if prices jumped tremendously, maybe it'd get them to come back and sell their stuff, and that could hurt too. But I think it's a good problem to have. Like, it means that the value went up. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I just okay. So Young Eagles. Let's assume that we go into another full-on, bull run. Maybe it's not as crazy wild as 2021, but I'm expecting some kind of alt season, right? I think people are going to force an alt season if they have to. But I I do fully expect there to be a rush of people that come into the game. Greed takes over. So when you talk about people potentially selling off, yeah, I mean I think there will be some people that sell off, but I think the bigger fear that I have, if you want to call it that, is you get people who double down, right? All the people who are like really unhappy now and are just like hate playing the game, which I wouldn't put Lorcas in that category. I think I'm talking about the folks that are just like hate playing the game, and like when things turn around and SPS goes from zero point 0.6 to 5 cents, they're gonna look at that and be like, oh, things are shaping up now. I'm gonna like go all in because this game is about to take off. But then we top out at 5 cents, right? Like, or we top out at 6 cents, like a nice 10x from this low point here. And then you're gonna have those people as bag holders for the next 4 years until the next cycle comes around. So now that being said, what my hope for Splinterlands is, and this is tough because Splinterlands is not Bitcoin, but I am going to try and compare it to like the Bitcoin like believer acquisition model, right? Like when people understand Bitcoin, there's never been somebody who like understands Bitcoin, fully gets it, and then like is like, you know what, I think I'm just going to sell out and go back into fiat or ETH or something. You like the amount of like people who become Bitcoin maxis is something that just increases over time, like generally. So my hope is that Splinterlands could be something similar, where the amount of people who get what the game is trying to do, and that's regardless of whether or not they're doing it well, and historically whether or not they're doing it well, but if they like get what Matt is trying to build, get what the team is trying to build, if that increases with every wave of bull runs, I think that could be something positive. I still believe, and Lorcas, how long have you been around? You joined.
Let me check. I can check my account. Give me a second.
Were you pre-Chaos Legion?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, maybe you'll remember. Like, I would say at this point, there's probably still more people around than like early 2021 or late 2020, if you were around during that time.
July 2021 is when I started.
Oh, you're like right before Chaos Legion.
Yeah, I was able to buy a few dice packs as I was trying to figure out how to get DC into the game.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Well, I guess if I was comparing like early 2021, like we'll just say like January, February of 2021 to now, I don't know what the player base was back then. I'm sure a lot of stuff was still botted, but it does feel like the player base is bigger now, despite the fact that many people have left. So.
It's interesting. I guess my perception was very different than that, but I'm curious what the actual numbers are.
Well, it feels like you got in like right as hype was starting to build. So, because man, there was a time when we had a lot of people, and like that fall was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
definitely got in before it got really crazy because I bought some 1BCX of some cards that got way too expensive for me to buy as many BCX as I found out I was going to need. So it was around that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Found out that buying 1 BCX of Prince Ren was not super valuable. I should have bought many more BCX.
And then you should have sold at the top.
I don't want to sell them. I want the cards. It's not that I don't sell anything. But those were not ones I was interested in selling. Like I've got a couple gold foil tofus that I am holding on to just to see if it goes crazy when the next set comes out, and I might sell those. But that's the sort of thing. I don't I have a large list of things to sell off, but if I have extra cards that will help me get something else, I will do that sometimes.
Gotcha. All right, let's actually focus on the tournament for a second. Lucido Burrito,
What?
Chief Quimby's dad, Jobby Saints, brother of Maplelicious, Arkiza, Mr. Sunshine made it past the qualifier. Then we had round 2. Lucido Burrito, run your shit. Ooh, look at Tails, you avenged me. You took out Arquita. Maplelicious, Keegs, Jobby Saints. Oh, Dragon fell in the round 2. Chief Quimby's dad. Oh, Shark Monsters fell in round 2 also. Mr. Sunshine. All right, and we're still in round 3. Was the semifinals? No, sorry, quarterfinals. Lucido Burrito, run your shit. Jobby Saints, Chief Quimby's dad. Do I know Chief Quimby's dad? Who's that on the YouTube chat? Is that someone there? Keegs, that's pretty straightforward. Maplelicious, Mr. Sunshine, Tails. Okay. Got some new names in here. New names overall and new names in the quarterfinals.
Lucido Burrito is a fun name. I think I've seen that one before. It's great.
I haven't seen Lucido Burrito. I don't know if we've had Mr. Sunshine.
It's a great name. I don't know the person before.
Yeah. Guys, if you're here in the chat, like, let me know your IGN so I can like mentally put them together, because I don't remember everybody's, except for the people that make it easy, like Keegs and Jobby Saints.
There, I put mine in chat for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now I know when you're playing. or is it your scholar bot?
It's always the scholar.
All right, so Key says, what do you guys think about making rentals seasonal only? I think it's unneeded and it's going to hurt us, but it looks like it's going to pass in 15 hours. Young Eagle says, I like it. I voted for it, but I didn't feel good about voting for it.
I have mixed opinions on it. I guess where I dislike it is it's really harmful for brawls, and I don't like that they're going to try to, if they try to do this before brawls are fixed, I think it's even more damaging to guilds. Like, we're struggling to find enough people that can rent cards for some of these crazy frays with just changing it to 1 DUC. And it's going to get even harder if they have to rent these cards that they really don't play with, except for brawls, for 2 weeks at a time. So that sucks. But I dislike the exploitation of the rental market for bot formats. And I feel like this is potentially a way to help with that. So I don't think I voted in it because I couldn't decide how I felt.
Well, I mean, I voted because I don't know, I guess I'm in a shake things up kind of mood, but I do like the argument that it encourages ownership more. Well, not just ownership more, but you see, even though I didn't view it as an exploit, right, of just like people being able to come in and buy like or rent cards for 2 days, I want there to be more focus on like sticking around for the season, right? These seasons are 2 weeks. If somebody's going to come in and try the game, get the cards for the full season or the remainder of the season at that point, and not just have it be where you're trying to min-max your 2 days worth of energy. If you're going to get the cards, sorry, just to finish that point, if you're going to get the cards and you're trying to min-max, then what you should be doing with those cards is not just playing your ranked battles, but you should also be trying to do your brawls and jump into tournaments. That makes sense, right? Like, so it's just like it encourages more play, ideally. Now, it's going to discourage a lot of people, so I get that, but I don't know how to quantify like the pros and cons.
Well, to me, there's just we've offered some better solutions that get you there, and to me, the two that come to mind. Sorry, my brain kind of farted there. To me, there were 2 things that we've talked about before that could fix this. One was that you don't regenerate energy unless you have cards, or you make it so that I think that's the best way. Is that your energy regeneration is based on actually having the cards for the leagues that you're in. And so that would so to me, that fixes the need for 2 weeks. To me, that was what should have happened when they changed it from 1 day to 2 days. Like, to me, 2 days didn't do anything other than just double the amount of time that you're making people rent them. The better choice was to actually encourage them to rent them for longer, and we have nothing doing that. And if you want to encourage people to play for the whole season, add a season pass. Like, these are things we've talked about that actually get you where you want to go without the negatives of driving people away. And that's really what has irked me to such a large degree, is that the decisions the team is making, there are better decisions that get you the results without continually driving people away. And to me, the decisions over the last year have driven people away, and more people than they brought in, and that's harmful. It's just harmful. Like, we could have gotten these results, which is crap token prices and expensive cards, without being a dick to everybody. But there's a lot of people that have left because we were intent on these things.
Yeah, no, I get that. Oh, Jobby says, join the SPS Maxi movement. We need you. Sorry, Jobby, I wouldn't even join that. I like SPS, but I'm not a Maxi. Merlin's Matrix. See, Merlin's Matrix, can you tell us how many people were around in May of 2020 versus today? That's what I'm curious about. I have to believe that there's more today, but then again, I don't know. And the only thing that I'm basing that on is because there are so many people like Lorcas, Tails, myself that came in during that wave in 2021. So I don't know, like, I would think that would only add on to the OGs that really benefited from being here like pre-2021, unless there were a bunch of OGs that ended up leaving. And I don't know why they would leave if they were up big, but I don't know. Joffrey, I have my small SPS bag liquid ready to sell with the California release. Probably will pump to 2 cents. Supreme says, I dislike only season rentals. What if I just want to try out card for a couple days? I have to commit for an entire season. I prefer how it is. I wonder if this will actually bring card prices down to be competitive. Young Eagles joined right after Lorcas. Same as Lorcas playing time frame. Says Red X. I used Wax. Bolt says, all I know is once Splinterlands gets the ball rolling, I'm going to feel more confident bringing people on board. Soon to Moon.
It's a great point. Like, I haven't told anyone in real life about this game in over a year because I would not feel comfortable bringing someone new into the game. So it'd be great if I felt better about that at some point in the future.
Well, I actually haven't tried recently, but the fact that they do have this free-to-play thing does make it much more comfortable for me. So hopefully they will be able to expand on that a little bit more. Young Eagles, I would love to moon. It would make me so much money. But to be honest, I don't see SPS getting past 8 cents or so. Oh, you're more bearish than I am, Young Eagles. I called 10 cents as the high. But I would love to be wrong. I mean, all I'm saying is I'd love to see a $1.6 billion market cap. That would make me really happy. Will it happen? I don't know. I don't think so. Lorcas. Oh, that's your name. MA says the same name. Red Vipers. Grand Line. Smash the like. Thanks, Ak. This is the second time you posted it here. Appreciate you, brother. Joffrey says, how the hell do you change your position with the new UI? Yeah, this is really frustrating. You have to scroll all the way back up to the top. It's kind of annoying. But give that a try. I know this is probably late, but the next
this is for SPS voting?
No, when you're trying to rearrange your units, because now it's at the top. If you're like scrolled down and looking at units, further down, and you try to like shift things, it doesn't move. So I realized that you have to scroll all the way back up to the top, and then once you're like maxed out at the top, it's easy to rotate things. Young Hill says, yeah, that part does suck about guilds. I got smoked in this brawl because I refused to spend thousands of DEC on rentals in tier 5.
Yeah, the tier 5 ones are just totally broken. The tier 4 ones are pretty broken, but tier 5, man. But yeah, I just downvoted the rental season because I think needs to be voted down, but that obviously isn't going to happen.
We'll see. I think Buck just voted for it, so it's just like, something's gonna happen if he's gonna vote for it. New UI is time consuming. I guess I will only be able to manage 2 accounts at the same time. It takes a little while to get used to it. Joffrey's Manaroth is one of the best cards in the game. I do like using Manaroth. Young Eagle says, "Oh my God, the season pass. God, I miss Weirdbeard." He had a lot of good ideas that were so clearly being done all over other ecosystems.
I thought it was a little strange that Weirdbeard didn't actually play the game, but it did mean that he focused more on like the ecosystems around, which clearly had value with some of his ideas.
Yeah, Weirdbeard didn't play the game, but I know that he cared. He
absolutely.
really put in time and energy talking to me, talking to a lot of people that I know, trying to gather feedback and just be part of the ecosystem.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. I spent a lot of time chatting with him too. I just found it strange he didn't play the game. He clearly loved what was going on.
Yeah. Shout out to Weirdbeard. All right, Joffrey says, "I love the 5-minute break in between games. Why not make a 23-person tourney last 4 hours?" I mean, I think it's not the 5-minute break. Isn't it just like you're waiting for everybody to be done? Let's refresh.
I have a hard stop at 42 minutes. So.
Oh, that sounds lovely. It would make my day if we didn't even make it 42 minutes. I'm ready to go to bed.
I'm tired too. I haven't had dinner yet, so
oh man,
I gotta go dinner in 42 minutes.
Dude, I'm just such an early bird now. I wake up super early, and now I'm old man status, or the discipline is
5:30 to ski at sunrise. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, see, you're the same. The
so I need dinner.
Waking up early. Oh yeah, you do need to eat. But see, the problem is with me is if I eat this late, then I feel like my sleep quality is just terrible. So, Tails, you've been quiet, man. You good over there?
I'm good. Just chilling, listening to you guys.
Kicking ass, winning games, taking names. I see you making it to the semifinals.
It's modern, so I know modern. I didn't know all that alpha, beta, untamed stuff last week.
You don't gotta.
Did you guys?
You're good at the game. That's all good.
Did you guys get your Kato or Kaido, whatever you want to call it, stimmy this morning?
No, is that on Parallel?
No, it was on X. It was an airdrop. It was the Yaps airdrop.
No, sorry, I'm not up to speed on that.
You said a bunch of words, but I don't know what any of them mean.
I just know one of my follows on X cashed out 33,000 this morning from that airdrop.
Good for them, man.
Yeah.
Come on, run your shit. Finish up. I see you, Joffrey. Oh, look at this. Possibilis over Lorcus. I want to watch this. Sorry, I don't mean to hate on Lorcus, but...
No, not at all.
I
love it when people do something interesting like this. Yeah, it's very interesting.
I'm always curious when I see a Rebellion summoner lose to a Chaos Agent summoner.
Yeah. Unless there is risk roll and then everyone loses to everybody.
Yeah, that one seems to really suck ass.
Yeah.
I've had some games where I've won with it.
Yeah, do you want to tell us what those words mean while we're watching this battle?
Oh, Tails? Yeah, your airdrop?
Yeah, it's
$33,000?
I didn't make 33,000. I wish. It's SocialFi. So Yaps was basically the thing that you earn by having quote smart followers on crypto Twitter, and it rewarded you for, I guess, over the last couple of months just interacting on X and having basically conversations that were, I guess, deemed by the AI smart as it pertained to smart followers and contributors and stuff like that. And you accrued these Yaps, which were the tokens basically, or the way to earn the actual token at TGE here, which happened today. It went live on Base and Binance and a bunch of exchanges. And I think the top earner for Yaps was an AI agent, AIXBT, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with on X. I don't know how much they made. I didn't see the total figure. I think they had probably the most yaps. So, I mean, they earned a lot. I mean, people got a nice fat paycheck if you were active on X and had a big following. You just woke up to a new car, I guess, or whatever else you wanted to buy.
It's pretty sweet. Oh, did you make money?
I made some money, but I didn't.
Nice.
I mean, the kind of car that I would be buying is probably like a Matchbox car, one of those little electric cars that kids drive around in.
Hey man, you never know. Maybe you'll be able to trade up.
As long as it looks like a green Lambo, it's fine.
Yeah, we don't differentiate, right?
Ooh, Nidhogger win. I gotta watch this. Tails, let's go. Nidhogger is fun to play with.
Yeah.
Also, Mr. Sunshine, what were you thinking by putting Counter Sinesh in there? Also, Tails, what were you thinking putting Sanctus Vicar in there?
I needed just some extra damage.
Mm.
And the rule set was such where I needed, I think, some ranged.
Dude, who's this chick that has 5 magic damage? Alright, whatever, that's cool. GG's, well done. Alright, Tails is gonna go. Oh, Tails versus Jobby Saints. And Joffrey versus Maplelicious. Maplelicious, are you in the chat? I remember I used to see Maplelicious in the Twitch chat, but I don't know if they're here. All right, let me go back into the chat and see. So MA says, way back, the game was less playable because it had a quest that lasted a whole week. So if you didn't like it, you played less, I believe. Oh, was that this game?
I remember the day-long ones. A week sounds horrible.
Yeah, a week does sound horrible. Dude, the daily quest, oh my god. I remember there was one day I just wanted to get my, whatever it was, 1 chest or 5 chests for the day. And I was just spamming like the same fire team. I didn't even care what the rule set was. I just kept spamming the same fire team so I could get it. And then I got it, and it was freaking potions. Keek says, got knocked out in 8th. Oh, damn, that looks awesome. So do you go every morning?
No, it's too hard. I could do. My dog wants a treat. Sorry, he's whining. I go 2 or 3 times a week, but going uphill takes a ton of energy. So it's like anything else that you're doing up a mountain. It's hard. So
did you want me to share this on stream?
Oh, if you can, if you want.
Yeah, sure. So Lorcas sent me a picture of the sunrise this morning during his ski session. So let me
I'll share with you my sunset later after sound on when I get done with this battle.
Do it. Look at that. Oh, that looks pretty.
It was nice. I was very sweaty at that point, but it was nice.
So what time is sunrise there? 5, 6?
This that picture was about 7:15 this morning. So we started going up at 6:30, like right as the sun came up.
Yeah, I'll change with daylight savings coming up. Cool, man. I like it. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, tell us what you got.
It's my relaxing way to start a day. It makes me feel a lot better.
Oh, we all need that. See, guys, this is what I'm following here. This is where I'm not on Splinter Cars as much anymore. I'm on MicroStrategy's website because they just have all of these numbers for MicroStrategy's price, for their debt, for their Bitcoin. It's fascinating, and I'm having too much fun with that. But let's get back to the game, shall we?
Oh, just got a good luck Tails from Jobby Saints.
Ooh, okay, you know what? Good. Good reminder. Let's get back into the chat so we can catch up. Use this time to catch up. I left off on Keeks getting knocked out at 8. Sudion says, why don't we sell all DAO funds and make SPS a BTC backed token? Well, because the DAO is only holding SPS. So if we sell, that means we'd have to sell all the SPS for Bitcoin, which I mean wouldn't be terrible, but then we're I don't know. Yes, that works. Thank you. Scroll to the top to change unit position. That's a bug. Get Eagle on the horn. Yeah, I guess we could have... I'm glad that worked, though. I kind of discovered it by accident. Even though Weirdbeard complained a lot, he is a cool fella.
Well, he complained because he wasn't getting traction on the things that he thought were super important. So I can't fault him for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, I think the team was going in a bunch of different directions, and he was given the mission of, like, trying to get player feedback and actually, like, talk to a lot of players, heard what we wanted, and then, you know, from my understanding, would take it back and be like, we don't really have the resources to do this right now. So it's like, I'm doing my
frustrating job.
Yeah, I can't, like, be effective at it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna have to go as well, boys. Gotta wake up. All right, see you later, young Eagles. Take care. I'm youngish, I guess, but I feel like I'm going into my 50s. All good, man. Don't worry. Once SPS hits $1, you'll be able to retire, right? Stay up, fellas. Good stream. Good talking points. I'm glad people are enjoying.
Motivating people to not sleep. Nice.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Young Eagle says, I caught that last bit by Tails, and I love hearing him talk about Web3. It's crazy how much I don't know. Airdrop, etc. Dude, Tails is making money hand over fist on these Web3 airdrops. I'm surprised he still hangs out with us. He's like too cool for school.
Noobs that just stay in Splinterlands.
I've been talking about doing content for other games for like a year plus now, and I have never gotten around to it. I watched Tails' videos for all the parallel updates, which is something I thought I was going to get into. All right, so Keek says, yeah, I agree. It's going to make brawls much harder with season rentals, and I feel that's one of the things that's keeping a lot of players active. I think more people will just keep the bot and forget, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is more people, less engagement. It's just rough.
Yeah. MA says Twitch is a party of one, it seems. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, everybody on Twitch just died. Remember when Splinterlands TV used to have like 100 plus people on?
Yeah.
But I guess people only wanted the free stuff.
Merlin says you're right.
A lot of players came in from Atomic Hub NFT Market, Blockchain Hero. I would say we have more players now. Cool. Thanks, Merlins. Keegs, I agree with Lorcas on better ways to engage people. The team is trying to force people to do things instead of incentivizing them to do things.
Yeah, I think there's some much better carrots out there.
It's too late for that. The ship has already sailed. But let's hope for the rest of 2025. Take some of those ideas and run with it. Jobby says, good luck, Tails. MA says, oh, good to know. I have points here and can request you to sing for us. Oh, gosh, I forgot that I have channel points there. Yo, Leandro, what's going on? Welcome. How are things? Things are good. There was a fantastic town hall today. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I know Lorcas is upset, and you know he has every right to be. He brings up a lot of great points, but the town hall in and of itself was good. Thanks for the vote, Lorcas. There you go. All right, Lorcas, you're making waves, man. You're gonna get this thing downvoted.
Fantastic.
82%. Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's not gonna get beaten. I don't think. It's rough.
If I were to go against it, would that change it to 81? I want to see how much power I have. It's going to still be at 82. I know it. No, it's going to be stuck. Damn it. Just at 82. I wish... The problem is once you vote, I don't think you can... Oh, you can remove your vote.
You can change it. Yeah. Oh, you can remove it. Yeah.
Just to go back to being neutral. Let's see.
I just decided to stay negative on it. It has been my position in the last while that if I am not sure, I just downvote. It's maybe not the best way to do things, but I guess I haven't liked the changes, so I've been trying to stop them if I'm not sure.
I guess I'm in a burn it all down mode.
This one I find the reason I finally decided to vote down on it is that I think I convinced myself that there were better options to get where we want to go. So I voted down.
Fair. Dude, Tails swept Jobby Saints.
Ooh, Tails.
Dude, Jobby, we were just talking about how much Riskrell Drath sucks. Why would you choose him?
And against Tofu.
And against
John Dead.
Second one, let's see here. Oh, let's watch this.
Yeah.
Battle of the
EMP versus. Is that a Kane or a Kanye? I don't even know how to pronounce that card. Does anyone know?
It's a Kanye.
Oh.
A Kanye West.
I don't know if any of you are in the market to see his commercial during the Super Bowl, but it was
no, was it good?
No. No, he only did it in local markets because it was like he shot it on his iPhone and he was in a dentist chair and he was like, I spent all my money on the commercial on my new teeth, and then he sent you to his website, which was only selling a T-shirt with a swastika on it. So,
I did
not necessarily the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But wow. Yeah. Man, definitely interesting.
He's definitely a character. Jobby Saints, I'm trying to figure out, like, what was your team trying to do? I mean, I'm not trying to judge because, like, I've been there before, but I'm just saying. I don't know what your team.
You got to go back to the chat over here.
Oh, okay. That was just a wild ass group of people to put together on a team. Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. What do you say? GG's Tails, GG's Jobby. Can't stand how you bully. Oh my gosh! Now I understand why, dude. Just trust us when we say these things. Like, you know,
although we have ripped pretty hard on Nid, and he does have some really good scenarios to be used in. He does.
I know. Nidhogger is actually one of my favorite to use now. So I think the ripping on him was that, like, it felt like he was underpowered due to the force reduction. But
yeah, to me, he's just not as good as he could be. So
yeah.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying? I didn't realize you were going on there.
No. I don't know. I guess I never looked at Nidhogger saying that, like, he's terrible, right? He's not a Quatus or Dalin. Whereas Riskrell probably is going to be the lowest of the low in that draft class, you know?
Yeah, for the legendary
Rebellion summoners? Probably
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to see they can always tweak this, but what's in the next set that comes out could synergize with them well. But right now, that's how it looks.
Yep. All right. Well, yeah, Jobby, that was a terrible move. I wish I could give you some kind of encouragement, but you didn't listen to us, and so I hope you feel every ounce of shame that comes with that. GG's, thanks for playing. You did make it to the third spot. All right, that proposal forces me not to use the rental market in the future. I guess it's
trying to lose.
Trying to lose. What else? Merlin says the blockchain hero promo card is in Untamed deck. Hero Beyond for all collectors. Oh, I'm not even familiar with what that is.
Hero Beyond was the first one that had frontline, could use ranged, right?
Oh, I didn't realize that was a card. Okay, yeah, cool.
It's a little flying Superman looking guy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Maplelicious is here. Hello, Aftersound. Hi, chat. First time joining this tourney. Been a while. Good luck, Tails. Well, Maplelicious, I'm sorry. I don't mean to focus on this, but are you a girl? Only because during my last stream, I went through the shit, what's that called? The analytics for this, and my demographics breakdown is 99.5% male. Anytime we see one in the wild, it's crazy. But well done, Maplelicious. Welcome. I remember you used to come through on the Twitch chats. So how come you're not hanging out there anymore?
Apparently Twitch is dead.
Yeah, it seems like it. I played Hogger in 4 monster rule set and won with my 3. I mean, yo, when you got blast, what else do you need? Actually, it's not even that. What I love to do with Nidhogger is the execute and +2 speed, and then find units that have blast automatically. So, geez, good luck against bot Maple. Maplelicious says, "Hey Jobby, send me 1-piece chicken." Oh man, you're making me hungry now. Sorry, Maplelicious, I didn't mean to put you on blast. It's just we were just talking about this in the last stream. I was like, there they are. Oh my gosh, the 0.5%. Sure, I'll put gravy on it. All right, Maples Olivia just had 18 abilities. Are you ditching your male audience now, Shane? No, dude,
just all 99.5% of your male.
I'm just fascinated by the 0.5%. But there, you saw it, because like what? I have like 30 people on this stream. So Jobber says, Lorcus, I'll take Mantroth of a. Oh yeah, let's start doing this now so we can get out of here.
Yeah, can you remind me your IGN?
He's the run your shit guy.
Gotcha.
Maplelicious is in the finals, yo! Look at that, Maplelicious versus Tails. Let's see what happened here. Oh, we gotta watch this one. Run your shit lost with Tofu. You don't see that very often.
Cryptic is really good though.
Seems like it. That blind is not cool. Oh, and this guy goes so well with Cryptic too. Suits hair. It's almost unfair to have him. He's actually a really fantastic card.
Yeah.
Because the only way that you can get around it is cripple. Hello, darling, my old friend.
Oh, I saw you played with Waka earlier. That was fun.
I was trying to be cute.
Always like Waka play.
Poison got me.
Oh, no spoilers. I'm just kidding. Do your thing, Tails. See if you can beat the 0.5%.
We're gonna have rules now.
I don't know why I'm so stuck on that. Oh, this is fatigue, so I'm gonna go to fatigue rounds.
I really like Fizbo. Fizbo's so much fun.
Just didn't have what it takes. All right. Well, so Maplelicious with the win there, and then what was this like? Oh, and then she used Tofu. What was the rule set? Oh, Thorns was built in. Wait, what is this team? Hold on. Joffrey, did you just throw the game? Why would you put this dude up for... Oh, I guess it's... Still. That's a weird-ass team.
So judgy after sound.
Yeah, hell yeah. Gotta make it interesting. Oh wait, this one's a fatigue rounds too. Holy, okay, hold on. I mean, that's what makes it fun. Come on.
I do like the skip to fatigue. Like I don't always do it, but if there's like a million turns each round, then yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at Olivia.
Olivia is extra broken in this battle.
And Maplelicious, if you didn't win this battle with Olivia picking up every ability out there, that'd just be embarrassing. It's kind of embarrassing that
Olivia,
this went to
Olivia that's what makes Olivia so powerful, is when she picks up everything, like she can outlast anybody. She's so powerful.
Wait, so this literally went because he just keeps getting healed.
Yeah, you can't take out Inevitable
can-
because of Olivia.
Well, but neither
And
Warborn
you can't
Shaman
take
is
out
getting
Olivia.
healed like 10, yeah. Well, no, this Warborn Shaman is hanging in there throughout the end, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean, Joffrey, your team really
What's
tried.
the 7/7 heal per turn. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Solid. Okay. All right, Tails. Maplelicious. Let's see. Ooh, Cryptic against.
I heard something about poison.
Let's see. Let's watch. Oh man, this should never happen in a championship game. Why would you ever do this range only? That's the worst one.
It's terrible.
Dude, Delia's a beast, by the way.
Mm-hmm. That was the very first legendary of
Yep.
these expensive promos, right?
Yeah. Dude, Maplelicious, why would you put her first? I mean, I know you won, but still, like, why would you do that? I'm just gonna keep the judgment going. Bro, y'all getting so lucky with these dodges and blinds. Wait, so who did you give it to? Oh, you gave it to this dude and her. Okay, so Delia makes sense. And then you gave poison to the double strike. Okay, that's fair. This game almost seems like it was a lot closer than expected. No, never mind. Delia was gonna kill it. She carried. Nice try, Tails. Let's see the second one. Oh no, not again, Tails. What are you doing with these Chaos Legion summoners? Bro, you need to stop. Get with the program. You're literally missing a phase of the game. Why?
Overrated.
Why are you tying a hand behind your back every single time you play?
I don't want the asterisk next to the win.
She literally gets to play a full round before you. Bro, your team didn't even do anything. Have they even tried yet? Oh my god!
No. They just destroyed it. Yeah.
All right, well, never mind. You did get a kill. Sorry, Tails. I'm not trying to give you.
Sucked. That's sad.
That's tough.
Uh,
All right, well, he's got one more. Well, he's got his back
shot.
against the wall. Palms are sweaty. Come on, Tails. Can you do the comeback or complete the comeback? Win 3 straight against the only Maplelicious. All right, so Merlin
that's a
says,
nice loot chest.
back in the day, you could drop a land plot in a loot chest. Yeah. MA says, didn't make it to the tourney, but I'd take that Fizbo back again, like usual. Oh, hold up. Let's start giving out stuff. So, Maplelicious gets what she wants when she's done. Jobby, you get a card. Mr. Sunshine, Lucido Burrito, Chief Quimby's dad, Keegs, Arkiza, brother of. Damn, if I had beaten Arkiza, I would have been in 9th place. So if you guys are in the chat, get one. Say what you want. Take a look. Go to the details page, go down here, and you'll see week-long delegation from this list, and this will take you to a spreadsheet that has all the information you need. LOL, go Maple, let's go. Bought to buy a companion in parallel? What did you buy to buy a companion? You mean like a I don't know what you're talking about here. Oh, nice. I got a card delegated. Which ones to choose? Go check it out. D2 Tails. Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, they're talking parallel. Oh, my bot wants to play. Should we, let's play, shall we?
Yeah, let it play.
No, I'm gonna play.
Oh, you're gonna play. Okay.
I'm gonna try and beat the bot in terms of picking a team. Let's do. You know what? I'm gonna do Lorcus just for you. But this is a lot of mana. I need. Oh, and I don't really have good cards here. I'm just gonna put together my hodgepodge team. Oh, sorry, Tails. I don't know. Let's just go with you. I don't even care. Oh, damn it. My bot is too fast. It picked the team already. And it lost.
Oh, and it lost.
Garbage ass bot. Come on. All right. GG's, Tails. Well done, Maplelicious. You win. Let's see. What was this? Tofu versus tofu. Interesting. Cool. So Maplelicious, if you're here, you get a card delegated to you. You actually get first pick. I know we've been telling other people to pick, but like if you want it, then Lorcus will take it away from them. He'll rip it back from their hands.
I don't think there's anything that there's not another copy of that's been
No, I
taken
know,
so far.
Just trying to be dramatic.
Okay. So Jobbies wants a cryptic.
Jobby wants a cryptic.
It's got a bit of a cooldown, but it's on its way in 10 hours.
Maple's a bot. Maple showed up in the chat. I've never seen a bot show up in the chat, so well done, Maple.
It's an EA agent.
Oh. Maplelicious would like to have Heloise or tofu.
Yeah.
Well done. Maplelicious, did you kick everybody's ass in this tournament? Let's see.
0 losses.
0 losses? Oh my gosh, you really are part of the 0.5%. Go for it. You got it. Are you scholaring for anybody? Are you playing at the top levels? 11-0 is actually impressive. But good job, Tails. Oh, but see, look at this, dude. Tails was second place, but 6-5. Wait, how does she have so many? I'm lost as to how she had 11 wins. There's not even that many rounds. Oh, she started from the qualifier round.
Yeah, so
Maple,
qualifier.
okay.
Maplelicious got 2 wins in qualifier.
6, 8, and then 11. Yeah, because she did 3 wins. But how did
she had the maximum number of matches possible without losing any?
Yeah, seriously. So Tails skipped the qualifier round. So he needed 2 wins in round 2, 2 wins in round 3.
2 wins in 4,
I get it. Okay, sorry.
If
he had maxed out the championship, then he would have gotten 2 more wins there. I was thinking that his default should be 8. But well done, Tails. You avenged me, so I'm happy for that. What was it? Arkiza?
And I sent them both to you, Maple. Congrats on not losing at all.
Oh, you got a double bonus. Congrats. That's pretty awesome. You know what I love about this? Is that people just come in, they play the game, and nobody's complaining like, oh, I don't have that card, or this is unfair. It's just simply, are you good at the game or not? Yeah, it's an Xbot agent. Oh, man. Bulls, GG's, Tails, congrats, GG's. That's hectic. That was impressive. Well done.
Did we hear anything
We gotta name a winner.
from 5 through 10 on what they want? Mr. Sunshine, Lucido Burrito,
Yeah, Mr. Sunshine,
Keeks.
Lucido
Keeks is in the
Burrito.
chat.
Keegs, what do you want? Arquiza, brother of Chief Quimby's dad. What do you guys want? Dragon, do you need anything? I'm gonna pull some strings for you. I know you're number 12.
Yeah.
What do you want, Dragon?
My dog is so annoyed that I'm not cuddling with him.
What's he doing?
He's like scraping up a bed that doesn't have a cover on it, like it has a cover to make a nest. And he just keeps doing it to get my attention.
He's like, come here now. Well,
Yeah.
I will destroy this piece of furniture. Apelicious, you are welcome. But honestly, it's all Lorcas. I'm just the
That is
Lorcas
so
set
not
up-
true. Can you imagine how boring the stream would be if Aftersound wasn't here to like MC this whole thing? It would be terrible.
Oh yeah, sure. You know what? Hold up. We didn't go to the last battle, did we?
No,
hold
we haven't
on.
seen it yet. Oh, Tofu versus Tofu.
Yeah.
You don't need
I,
to say that.
I need to do some judgment here. Oh, I guess I'm gonna judge Tails. Let's see. I mean, Tails, your team actually looks solid. Why did you lose? Oh, because inevitable is
No, Olivia.
Oh yeah, how are you not gonna pick Olivia? Who did you give the power to? Oh, Tails, why would you give the power to this Magi of Chaos? He's like the lamest epic card out there. I mean, no, he's pretty good, but like he's also
good.
not the best. And for 6 mana, you could have gotten Olivia too. Yeah, I mean,
How are they going to fix Olivia with the next set? You don't have any ideas?
I have no idea. It's fine. Just let her be OP. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the reason I say that now is because everybody can get her. It's not
At the
like
moment,
she's not gate kept behind dollars, right? She's gate kept behind glint, and everybody can earn glint and go and get their epic cards. So
Until there's the next set.
yeah,
and
I know.
Then people with extra BCX can sell them off, and it's behind dollars. If she's this broken, she's going to be crazy valuable with the next set, right? Because you
Well,
can just steal every ability that exists in the next set.
Well, but here's the thing. Remember, there was a time when we were looking at Kitty and Yoden saying like they're broken, but was there ever a conversation to say how should we nerf them so that they're not? We just kind of like got around them and they made better
They
cards.
ended up with hard counters, didn't they? No, not Kate, but Yoden ended up with a hard counter.
We got Reflection Shield, and we got. I guess that was a big one. I guess Kitty was good. But I don't know. I mean, should there be like a limit on the amount of abilities?
I feel like there's some way to make her slightly less OP, but still extremely valuable. Right now, like these long battles, like feels like if you don't have her, you just lose.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm all for it. Mainly because I have mine maxed, so I don't care about all of you guys.
I'm trying
I
to
got
decide how
mine.
many of these are worth unlocking, and I guess I just don't know.
Well, you have plenty of time. Now is not the time to do it.
No.
Wait until they're out of print and then unlock it.
Yeah. And then do I unlock my regular foil set and sell that or rent it, or just one BCX? Like trying to figure that out. I don't know.
No. Well, plenty of time. I don't think they're going to come out with a new reward set anytime soon. At least not before August. That'll be a full year.
You think so? I was wondering if they would try to push one out shortly after Conclave Arcana.
I don't
Don't
know.
know.
That would be wild, man. They introduced like, what is it, another like 100 new cards in May, and then shortly after
Well, the
that-
reward sets are supposed to be tied to main sets, right? Like that's how they're categorized in card filters. So
Yeah.
it seems strange to be rewarding them still with.
We
with the
had
new
Chaos
set.
Legion Soulbound around for like 18 months. I don't know if we're gonna go 18 months, but I can see it
That's because we had a
being
mini set. Like it was still Chaos Legion time. Like it was gone when we went to Rebellion,
sure.
right? Or did it? Maybe my memory's faulty. It definitely is a lot of the time.
No,
So maybe that's not true.
no, it did last around 2 years, and while Rebellion is coming up closer to like 18 months or so.
Joffrey is saying they have to introduce new Soulbound cards.
Yeah, I think they'll do it by the end of the year. I just don't think it's going to come anytime before August. Because let's say they get a bunch of new cards that roll in May, right? April, May timeframe. I would think that they'd probably want to give it at least 3 months. 3 months so that for breathing room from Conclave Arcana, but also 1 year that these cards would be in print, so that at least it will be in print for like a year. So I can see it coming like before the holidays. Oh man, that seems so far away right now.
It does. I was just looking at Boltz's comment and I was enjoying that.
All right, it's the next of the 2-year Soulbound. All right, Bolt says, I'm just ready for the day Splinterlands assembles a family-friendly cookout for Cryptomancer. As soon as he's done with Land 2.0, I'll bring the marinated habanero wings. Okay, hold on. I need to double click on this for a second. Like, what does a non-family friendly cookout look like? Aren't those usually family friendly by default? It's just interesting to have to clarify. So one card. I mean, I just want to get invited to one of your cookouts, Bolts, the non-family friendly ones.
I want to know what you use for the marinade if it's not family friendly.
Yeah. Oh, he says no beer. Okay, so beer and families don't get along.
Oh.
Good to know.
That's how I feel about it too, Joffrey. I feel like the Soulbound cards should be released around the same time, because otherwise it's just weird to me. But who knows?
I don't mind if there's a couple months break, because then like it's gonna shake up the meta significantly when those cards come out. And then like give it some time to breathe. At least 3 to 4 months, I would say.
I just don't want it to be overprinted, so I would rather it not go too long. I would rather fix that timeline to what the Rebellion set did. So I guess that's why I would like to see it go, because I really don't want more overprinting, and it feels like a way to do that.
Yeah. All right, Keek says I put mine in ages ago. Gotcha. Wait, what did you put in?
Did Keeks ever tell us what he wanted, by the way?
Keeks, what do you want? Keeks, you have literally 1 minute, and then we have a hard stop. I'm gonna kick off Lorcus from the stream.
Yes. I can go eat dinner.
Before you kick us off,
Heloise, Tofu, Lorcus. Sorry, go for it, Tails.
I was just gonna say I got access to AI Wayfinder alpha testing yesterday, and it's amazing.
Yeah, you having fun with it?
I mean, oh my god, it's the bridging and swapping you can do seamlessly. You just type in chat like, hey, I want to take whatever the Solana is, and I want to bridge it over to Etherlink. It just does it. Whatever you want to do, it's amazing. I actually I got access to an OpenSea API key and created some Python scripts and stuff, and it was walking me through basically how to create my own pathway to do stuff. It was amazing.
That's awesome, dude. AI is the future. If you're not using it, you're falling behind.
Even if you are using it, you're probably falling behind.
That's true. Can't keep up with it. Joffrey said, wow, nice. All right, cool, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Hopefully you all enjoyed the tournament. And, yeah, we'll try to do this again next week. What do you say?
Yeah, I'll actually set up the tournament before the morning up.
Cool. Tails, Lorcus, thanks for being here. Everybody else, peace out. We'll see you soon.